You are now watching The Lone Blown. Blown! Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? You're back here watching The Lone Blown. Thanks so much for stopping by. Today we're going to be going over a deck profile of a new deck coming out from the Darkness Ablaze set in our post-rotation format, and that is going to be Grimmsnarl VMAX. So you might be like, yo, Zach, isn't Eternatus the VMAX that we all want to talk about? I mean, if you want to check that out, totally feel free to check that out in one of our other videos. We do have that up on our channel. I'm just trying to cover as much as possible when it comes to this amazing set. So Grimmsnarl VMAX is a card, I think it's been underappreciated. It has 330 HP, so up there with some of the greats. It does G max drill for dark 170. And it does an extra 50 for each dark energy attached to this Pokemon, but not used to pay for this attack. So you could do, the way that the card's read is you could do a maximum of 270 damage total. It's weak to grass type. I mean, most dark Pokemon are weak to grass type now. So if we can get 5 energies on this Pokemon, which isn't all that ridiculous, we could do a consistent 270 damage and proceed to knock out our opponent's Pokemon. We have Grimmsnarl V. So this is what we have to evolve into the Grimmsnarl VMAX. You use Dark Bite, 40 damage, and you have Spiky Knuckle for 3 darks, 200 damage. You can return 2 dark energies from this Pokemon to your hands. So it's a great way to just keep on 200. I don't lose my energies. 200. I don't lose my energies. How do we get these energies on these Pokemon, by the way? We have Hydreigon, another card from Darkness Ablaze. So Hydreigon allows you to attach as many dark energies cards from your hand to one of your Pokemon as often as you like. So attach as many basic darks from your hand to your Pokemon in any way you like. Has an attack that does 130, which will allow this deck to maybe compete with the upcoming Decidueye deck that's also in our post-rotation format. We have 3 copies of Deino. It's just doing 10 damage. This is the only Deino that we have in our format as far as I'm concerned. We make the deck a little bit more consistent by adding in 4 copies of Jirachi. Jirachi is going to allow us to search out the rare candies that are necessary to turn Deino into Hydreigon. It's going to allow us to grab those supporter cards so that when we're looking for darkness energies, we can play Professor's Research and hopefully draw into them. We have a copy of Dedenne-GX to allow this deck to discard cards and just jump right into it. We will sometimes need to fight tooth and nail for a rare candy, maybe some darkness energies. That's where Dedenne-GX really shines. And we have a copy of Crobat V. Crobat V coming out from Darkness Ablaze as well will allow us to play it down from our hand and draw until we have 6 cards in our hands. Maybe we already have the rare candy or Hydreigon in our hand and we don't want to discard it with Dedenne. Crobat really shines there. We have 4 copies of Professor's Research. I mean, Professor's Research is pretty much a staple in every single one of these decks, and it's you could see exactly like you just discard your hand and draw 7. It's a really basic effect of basic cards, but some of the most basic cards are the best. And if you want to know about all the other cards in this deck, you can check out the description. Shows all of the social links there. And while you're at it, be sure to like this video, share this video with a couple of your homies via text, and make sure that you subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for updates. All right, jumping back into it, we have 4 copies of Marnie here. Marnie is just a kind of, it's taking the place of a shuffle and draw-ish supporter in this format. So if we don't necessarily want to pitch our hand, we do have access to Marnie to put those cards at the bottom of our deck instead of in our discard pile. We have 2 copies of Boss's Order. Boss's Order just so we could bring up whichever Pokemon we'd like. And we have a copy of Black Market Prism Star. So if the Pokemon that we have, the Pokemon has a dark energy attached to it while Black Market Prism Star is in play, it's worth only 2 prize cards. Considering we can attach as many dark energies as we want, that shouldn't be too hard. And we could reduce all of our dark Pokemon's their prize cost by 1. If we could play 4 Black Market Prism Stars, we probably would in this deck. We have 4 copies of Quick Ball here. So the Quick Ball is just going to allow us to search out our Pokemon. We need a lot of things. We need Grimmsnarl to evolve into a Grimmsnarl VMAX. We need Deino to evolve into a Hydreigon. We need Jirachis to make the deck a little bit more consistent. Dedenne and Crobat as well. We have 4 copies of Pokémon Communication. Pokémon Communication will allow us to grab our evolution Pokemon and other Pokemon Considering we play 18 Pokemon, we do have an abundance of Pokemon in this deck, so it shouldn't be any problem of searching out whatever we like at any time. Just keep it in mind that you do need to put a Pokemon back. What would a Stage 2 deck be without 4 copies of Rare Candy? I mean, Rare Candy allows us to quickly turn Deino into a Hydreigon, which will allow us to use its ability to attach as many dark energies. Since we are playing Jirachi in the deck, we do have 4 copies of Switch. This will allow us to get out of our active position when we make ourselves asleep. We got 1 copy of Reset Stamp in case our opponent does anything pesky, and we got a copy of Ordinary Rod in case we lose too many energies or we need something to get back. Maybe we discard something with Professor's Research or Dedenne. Regardless, we can get it back with Ordinary Rod. We play 2 copies of Hide Darkness Energies. As long as it's attached to a Pokemon, it provides dark energies. So you can't attach this. You cannot not attach this with Hydreigon because it's not a dark energy in the hand. It's only a dark energy when attached to a Pokemon. But it does give our Pokemon free retreat if they are a dark Pokemon. And then we have a bunch of energies here. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is just for us to attach with Hydreigon for us to power up our Pokemon very quickly. Do keep in mind that Crobat can attack with this deck. Not to say that you necessarily want to attack with a Crobat, but it does give you that opportunity. Overall, we have a very basic deck, and that just means the deck doesn't have a really insane underlying strategy. There's nothing here that's like super next level. This would be a great deck to give a beginner who is just joining Pokemon to play the game. I think it's competitive enough where you could win some games against some of the bigger decks, but its basic understanding and the amount of counts of energies and trainers like 4, 4, 4, 4. There's not a singleton lineup of things. But overall, I think this deck's pretty cool. Sure, Eternatus VMAX might be able to do the same amount of attack damage, 270 damage for 2 energies, but it's really for 3 extra energies or for an additional 3 bench Pokemon. What do you value more? What's going to get countered more? Fighting type Pokemon are going to come back, or grass type Pokemon are going to come back. Really, it's more of a idea in a nutshell, but I think this list does a very good job at making sure that we can get out Grimmsnarl VMAX as soon as possible. I think it's overall a pretty fun deck to play as well. It's very pleasing to attach plenty of energies with Hydreigon. So go give this deck a whirl. Let me know how you feel in the comments below, and we'd love to see you tomorrow on The Lone Blonde to watch some more videos. Really hope that you enjoyed watching that video. I totally enjoyed making it. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like the video, share the video with everyone that you know, and subscribe to the channel as well. Totally appreciate all the support. We got a lot of cool things happening on the channel, so stay tuned for more. Be sure to check out the social links in the description. Thanks and have yourself a great one.